Hi, it's Ursula from ursula-smith.com, and today I wanted to make a tag for Valentine's Day, and I didn't really want it to be girly and lacy and all that kind of stuff. So I looked around my craft room trying to figure out what I could use. I could have used metal, but then I spied burlap and red felt. So I thought, maybe I could do something with that. So I'm going to experiment trying to make a tag with the burlap and the red felt, and we'll see how it goes. Thanks for joining me. Here comes the project. And I'm back. So I'm going to use a Big Shot machine and a Tim Holtz die, and it's one of the ones that has the magnetic, it's a tag die, but it has metal at the bottom, so these magnetic dies can fit, and it actually spells out love. So I'm going to make my normal Sizzix sandwich, and I'm going to take my felt and place it over the die, and hopefully I cut it large enough. And then my second cutting plate over the top, and oops, I'm just going to engage and run it through the machine. And so now I am left with a felt die with the word love cut out of it. And you could put this on paper, but I'm going to take out that magnet piece. I don't need that anymore. And then I'm going to make my sandwich again. Cutting plate, tag die, and this time I'm going to use a piece of burlap. I'm going to cut just a plain tag shape out of the burlap. Make sure it's big enough. Second cutting plate for my sandwich. Engage it. And I now have a tag shape made out of burlap. And I'm going to put the two of them together. So I will be back. And I'm back. So now we have our two pieces. We have the red felt, and then I'm going to sandwich it over the burlap so you kind of get that cool, rugged look to it. And you can read the word love through it. Now, if you're really good with scissors, you could actually trim this tag down and just cut off a little bit along the edges, and then you could fray the burlap underneath, and that would give like a little fringe to it, and that will look really cool. But for now, I'm just going to show you how to finish it off. So we're going to use, I'm going to use extra heavy gel. If you just have regular gel, you could use that too. This just gives it a little stiffer feel to it. And you want to use a gel, not like a molding paste. A molding paste or a gesso, unless you're using clear gesso, would be white, and so you wouldn't see the burlap through it. So you're just going to use the gel to sandwich the two together. And you know what? I'm thinking you guys will know how to do this. You're just going to spread it like butter and then layer the two and let it dry. I'm actually going to go off camera and cut this down so that I can show you what it looks like when it's put together with the frayed underneath. And I will be back when it all dries. And I'm back. So if you can see, I've trimmed the red tag so that the sides of the burlap show. And I just pulled, there's strings in there. If you just pull the strings, you'll get that fray to come around. Let me see if I can find a piece of white paper. That's better. So you can probably see that a little bit better against the white paper. And then you're just going to use the gel and spread it out. And you want to try to be gentle with this. You really don't want to, I'm kind of pulling it a little bit, you really don't want to warp the burlap, so you could actually do it on this side. It's a little bit easier. And you're just going to spread it. And then trying to get some in the middle so that it holds that saying down. And then sandwich it. Kind of clean up the edges a little bit. I don't have my cloth. So you just want to clean up the edges a little bit. And then you're going to let it dry. And when it dries, I will be back. And I'm back. And the tag hasn't completely dried, but you can see that where the gel has dried, you can still see the burlap through the felt. So I am really liking the way this came out. It's pretty heavy and not heavy, but stiffer than now that I use the heavy gel. So I don't think I'll put it back on it. I could, I guess, maybe to hide some of that gel. I'm going to wait and let it dry a little bit more and then see what it looks like. But I may just leave it as it is, throw some twine or something through the hole to tie it onto the package, and I will be good. So I hope you like that tag idea. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.